Good morning, Scooby Crew. Morning, Earth Tribe. How are you guys? I'm making coffee. Have a 100. I'm making not just coffee. I'm making coffee off-grid in a forest next to a river. You see it's very cloudy, very misty sort of feeling this morning. But I've got a grinder which is 100 years old from Latvia. So if there's any Latvians, sveiki, kataviet, no labi, paldies. So I've got this hand grinder that I've had for many years now. I picked up for about 25 lats. I think that must be around maybe 32 euros back then. And more or less. There's 7 to 1 or something like this, I can't remember. Yeah, so I've got a gas stove here. So I do this hand grinding with beans every day. And I'm using today Nicola beans. Nicola, the company. They got really good coffee here in Portugal. So shout out to Nicola. I'm looking for a sponsor. I drink your coffee heaps and heaps and heaps. Yeah, so if anyone wants to join me for a coffee, I'm here with my 100-year-old grinder. I'll be back. For those interested, I got a little bit of brown sugar in there, and I pour in a little bit of coffee, and I mix it around, and it gets very like caramelly. Let's go for a walk. So how are you guys today? It's my first coffee. I just woke up. For those that don't know, I'm Kieran. I'm from Australia, but I'm actually traveling through all 195 countries. I'm currently living off grid in a tent in Portugal, and but soon I'll be traveling, and again going to play some handpan. I usually do TikTok every afternoon, doing sunset sessions with my handpan. This morning I saw this amazing mist, so I thought I'd just start TikToking. So I'm a full-time traveler. I've been around the world for this year, 21 years. I've been around the world trying to explore every country, and got lost down some avenues and back to the main road and lost again. But I'm doing music full-time, and I do fire shows. I'm actually looking for collaborations. So if anyone, I'm also a drummer. So I do handpans, percussion, drums, and I'm looking for collaborations for this summer. Where are you guys watching from? From which country? Thank you for the hearts. Write down in the comments, guys, where you're watching from. Just reading back through the comments. So, guys, I've traveled, I am traveling 195 countries, but I've only seen 50 countries at the moment. In the 50 countries, I've lived in 10, and it's been amazing. I've met so many cool people, seen so many cool places. And the world's, for me, it feels like home. It's hard to say where home is now. But yeah, I think the world is quite an amazing place. Obviously, every now and again, it goes through pandemics and wars all the time and all that. I can't even say it. And, you know, I'm a believer of we're all standing on one rock in the middle of the universe. So how can you be fighting over some land? So when I come to peaceful, beautiful places like this, next to a river, I'll be down the river today, guys, so I'll do some more filming. But when I come to places like this and I meet amazing people, I tend to think, you know, why is the world not at peace? Why we're not helping each other more? We should be speaking more positively, for an example, in general. And I think that makes life better. Like I'm someone that really needs positive people around me, or I just stay away off grid. I feel if you have positive people around you and This is why I share handpan music and drumming and everything fire shows, because it gives something that's a positive experience. That's why I'm traveling through all 195 countries to share good vibe and meet amazing people and, you know, experience life differently. Like a lot of people don't travel and they want to travel. They watch the internet or watch their televisions. I literally just left with 50 euros in my pocket, and I just arrived and I started to do stuff, talk to people, meet people, and I guess I got lucky. In the hindsight, I got lucky. Touch wood. And yeah, I feel if you have the right people around you, then everything goes the right way. I come across couch surfing some years back, and 2006 I found couch surfing, and this really changed my life. But unfortunately, it was sold in 2013, and the community changed, and the website was sold twice more. So couch surfing doesn't exist very much, but between 2006 and 2013, 14, it was an amazing platform. I don't know if it was invented today, if it would work, because people are isolating more. People are, even myself, I don't talk to as many people as I used to. I used to walk down the street and talk to everybody, and and just start to go, hey, how you going? Where are you from? And I tend to do that a little bit, but it depends on where I'm at, I guess. So maybe we should start a new website, guys. So I'm traveling now with a handpan. Every sunset, I'm doing a handpan sunset session. And when I can find lamp oil in a village or city around here, I'll do a fire show one day. But I'm doing handpan every day, and I'm actually looking for collaborations for this summer. I'm currently in Portugal, so if anyone wants to do some collaborations with handpans, drumming, or fire, that'd be amazing. I'm actually with different instruments. I play different styles of music. So I'm playing drums. I'm playing rock, funk, blues, metal, and world music. And handpans, I'm playing obviously melodic and world music stuff. But yeah, I'm open to new projects, different instruments, and to potentially tour the project. I'd like to take it on tour and through Europe and then through other countries. This allows a few things, guys. This allows me to, again, travel doing what I'm doing, but in a collaboration, which means sharing the experience, sharing the music with a lot of people. And again, going back to the positive view, this throws out more positivity to more people. So it allows them to experience music and, a group of people, group of friends that can, connect. So the one thing I've learned around the world that, because I've had to learn languages. So the one thing that I realize, if I don't speak someone's language, then music connects us. So that's why I love music. Music, it crosses all borders. I've been in countries literally up in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't speak a word of their language, but I just start jamming my handpan, and then they join in, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. We got a nice rhythm going, and we can connect, which is really cool. So, and everybody just laughs afterwards. Like for me, laughter is one of the biggest things in life. It connects you, and you can be any culture and people just laugh. It's a really good feeling. There's on TikTok one afternoon here, I forget where he's from, and I think it's Portuguese speaking actually as well, but he's from an islands, I think. And he hardly spoke English, and I speak only a little bit of Portuguese, but we were laughing a lot, and it was just a really good vibe, and things like that. It just you can get some information, obviously, because you know. Where am I now? I'm in Portugal. I'm living off grid in a tent in Portugal. There's a beautiful cork tree, Cortiça. But I'm from Australia. So I'm basically traveling through all countries in the world. But I'm currently in Portugal. I'll be down by the river tomorrow. No, today. I just woke up. I'm on my first coffee, guys. And where are you from? The person that asked me, hold on, what's it say? Give me a second. Zoom that back in. You asked me where am I from? Where am I now? Where are you from? Are you from Portugal? Cool. Yeah, well, I'm currently in Portugal. So, olá, tudo bem? Onde in Portugal? Where are you in Portugal? Do you play music? Ah, Braga. Hey, muita chuva in Braga, né? So much rain in the north. But it's a beautiful region as well, eh? I like this part of Portugal. I'm not too far. I'm in the state of Viseu. But do you play music in Braga? Hold on. I gotta zoom, fix this so I can read it, guys. Fix this so I can read it, guys. Where did I go? Oh, wow, cool. You run all over Europe. That's cool. I used to know a guy from Setúbal. He was doing the same job for many years. And yeah, he was a truck driver. And he spoke many languages. Very cool guy. Yeah, so I'm actually from here. I'll be heading over, I think, to maybe the Balkans, something like this for but I'll be going by road, I think, because I'm starting to see now that companies like Ryanair and places like this and companies like that, they're literally, wow, guys, I'll show you something really cool. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you closer. This is spiders. Look, there's one here. And they're all through the grass. You guys see that? Oh, someone wants me to join. Let's see. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. Someone's coming online. I saw someone wants to join me. Oh no, they didn't join. Someone wanted to join me. Anyway, so it's spider breeding season here. And so it's really misty and cold. You see, the spiders have nested themselves in the grass off the ground. It must have been like really cold last night. So, and they're everywhere. Wow. I remember seeing this in Australia too. And there was whole trees to trees to trees, and they're all joined. Someone tried to add me for a chat just then and I added them, but I don't know if their internet joined. So whoever was trying to add me, try to add me again. Latvia or something. What was the name? Someone wanted to have a chat this morning, and I accepted, but it didn't go. It didn't work. Latvia or something like this. I saw it briefly. Thank you for following. You know, often when I'm in the forest, guys, I tend to sing a very weird and funny tunes. One of them, it goes like, and I'm not sure why I've always sung this song, Thank You for the Hearts, but I always sing that song. Can anybody guess what that song is? Like them live. This, I'll tell you. It goes. It's the Smurfs. I don't know why, but when I'm walking through the forest and there's days like this, I always have that tune in my head. I know it's strange, but it's funny. First coffee, remember? I like waking up in the morning and seeing where people are in the world, because like right now, it's late night, with nighttime in Australia. And I think the States would be evening, late evening. And Europe, we're in the morning. So it's cool to be in the morning, and that's why I also do TikTok at sunset, because then it's like morning time in Australia. Then it's, morning time in Australia, afternoon in the States or something like this. Or midday in the States. I can't remember. Depends on where it was. But we're in the middle, basically. GMT1, I think it is. So what's your happenings for the weekends, guys? I'll be down by the river. I'll be playing handpan, and I'm working on something for you guys. I'll let some of you know who are here now. I'm making some t-shirts with a design to offer to people that regularly watch me, or people who like to support my journey, because I'm traveling through all 195 countries. I'd like to offer something back other than my music, because I offer free music everywhere. I've got the same name on Instagram, same name on YouTube, My Travel Life 195, and I put my music for free. Even other collaborations, I put all that out for free. So I try and offer something that can help my journey. So I'm going to start making some t-shirts, and I'll put up some logos, and you guys can tell me if you like the logos. One of them is Fly 195. So I'm flying through all 195 countries. The flying's not necessarily flying to every country, but it's an expression that I'm traveling. So I've literally seen 50 countries of the 195. And so I'm going to offer these t-shirts, limited range. I don't know what color at the moment. I don't know any details, but I'm working on the print design today. So I'll do some photos of a few different designs, and you guys tell me which one you might like, and we'll post them up here and we'll put them out there. So I'd like to make the shirts a very reasonable price. I have to do the rest of the costings, but each shirt, all the profit goes towards helping travel. And as I travel, I'm going to try and offer things like music, teaching handpan, teaching drums. I do this as I travel in remote places and also cities. I also offer things like, I don't know, if you want to connect to some other people, if you want to travel, I help connect to other places because I have traveled in extensive amounts of countries. It's one thing I thought about making an app for, actually. I know there's a million apps out there and it helps you connect to everything from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. But I thought about making an app that is a smaller circle to bring people to the circle. And for an example, if you need something, then you can go into that circle and ask. And I know you can Google search. I know you can find anything you need on the internet. But I think like the difference for me is like if you cold call, knock on someone's door that you don't know, and you say, hi, can you have this? Can you give me that? People are like, oh, who are you? I don't know you. Whereas if you step into my circle, everybody's friends are friends. So my concept is to basically share contacts and build up an international community to help people. I don't know the exact structure. I'm not an app builder. I'm a creative. So if someone loves doing that sort of stuff, and maybe we can sit down and talk about it and build up something amazing. I spoke about couch surfing before, and couch surfing for me, it changed my life a lot. So maybe we can talk about something like a mixture of couch surfing, some other ideas that if you need a job in a different country, like for example, there's Portuguese people on here, as we just saw, guys. Maybe that person's a truck driver and they drive through a small village and they say, this is where you get this, or if you need local honey or something, for an example, and the person in Portugal has honey, we can then connect you with that person. I don't know much more at the moment. It's just an idea to try and connect people and help people, because as I've traveled around the world, a lot of people have helped me, and I'm very thankful. And I'll say it, thank you to everybody that's helped me around the world. I genuinely am thankful. Where I'm at right now, I'm got no money. I'm sitting in a forest, living in a tent for the last, well, I've been in a tent for 3 years, traveling around. I come and go in and out of Portugal and Germany and other countries, but I'm literally in a tent for 3 years. So I start to come up with ideas how I can earn money, how I can share ideas that helps everybody. Because the money is just a fact, right? We all need money. So I'm trying to find a way that I can do my music, and street music's not really paying. Like last year, I next to nothing. I struggled. This winter, I had to borrow money to live through winter. And that's living in a tent in a forest, trying to survive. Like I had fresh spring water, okay, and I'm by the river and I have a tent. So most people need a roof over their head, food in their belly. And so I've had I've been lucky. I've had some friends give me a lift here and there to the supermarket, for an example, and thank you to you guys for that too. You know, extremely changed my life to do what I love. And here, this is a question for you all. I ask this to everybody who I meet in person, and it's a question: if money wasn't real, what would you be doing with your life? What would you be doing with your life if money wasn't real? It's an interesting question because, like, right now, I need money. I need money to travel. I need money to do a lot of things. In the past, during pandemic, for an example, I grew food. I survived on growing food, and you know, luckily everybody here was growing their own food, and so it was easy to get cuttings and seeds and everything. And I can do that this summer as well, but I'm trying to go out and do collaborations. That's why I come on to TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. It's all the same name, by the way. If you want to add me on the other platforms, you'll see different stuff. Long form on YouTube, Instagram's a mixture and different than here as well. But this summer I want to do collaborations and try and do some more music. Last year I didn't make much money, like hardly anything. Even all the shops, so I went island hopping, I went through Balkans, I went to heaps of places, and the difference is I was making 10 euros, 20 euros a day, but I was spending 10 or 20 euros a day on food. I was still living in my tent. So, because of inflation and all that. But I'm trying to find collaborations where I'm doing, you know, something I love to do. That's why I do ask the question, if money wasn't real, what would you be doing? Because I'm doing what I love. Money comes and goes. But you got to think about saving some money, and you got to think about travel. Like right now, it's Ryanair, for an example. It's a flight company, for those that don't know. Ryanair is stopping a lot of flights, you know, like in between places that I travel, and I normally catch Ryanair. Ryanair, I need a sponsor. So Ryanair, if you're listening, what's your name? Michael. What's your name? Michael. I met you once, actually, Michael. We met in Ibiza, 2006. We had a beer. I remember you. But O'Leary, Michael O'Leary, Mr. O'Leary, sir, I need a sponsor. I fly often. I've got really good videos of your flights. I'll post another one up later, guys, back in stories. But, you know, traveling around, there's obviously, they say there's lack of oil. I think it's maybe about something else. But, guys, I don't get very political and I don't get very religious. I'm more spiritual and about travel, music, sharing the life, and, you know, sharing context around the world and things like that. And good vibe is what I'm normally about. But it's hard to not talk about things like that when I want to travel on a flight or a bus or a train. Like, I even heard Flixbus is stopping some routes now, you know. So if this continues, I don't think it will. But, you know, why not bring back water cars? Water cars were great. From what I've read about water cars, hydro power, it started in 1910 or something like this, 1911. And then I saw actually throughout the time, 70s, 80s, 90s, there was other companies and they just got bought out and scrapped. But anyway, we need more hydro cars. If anyone's a hydro car builder, let me know. Also, there's something I really, really want to own, guys. I know this is going to sound funny to you because it's not quite normal yet. There's a company called Jetson, and it's described to having a jet ski, but in the air. So it's like literally a flying drone for one person. And yeah, you're sitting in the middle and you can fly it like a drone. Apparently they're quite easy to fly. So Jetson, I need a sponsor. Does anybody know anybody in Jetson? I think he's Danish. Isn't he Danish? Swedish? I can't remember. But look up Jetson on YouTube, guys. It's really, really cool. I saw a guy on YouTube once. He turned a bath into a flying machine, into like a quad. He called it a quadcopter, I think, which we now know as drones. You know, flying drones. Anyway, I'm gonna go have some breakfast, guys. It's time, and thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. So I always end all my my TikToks saying, in the wise words of Rove McManus, Rove, you know who you are. So Rove, send me a message. Rove was a guy who was on Australian television, and he went from Australian television to the States, and he used to have this really cool saying, so I've stolen it. So in the wise words of Rove McManus, say hello to your mum for me. Guys, I'll see you at sunset. I'm here every day for sunset playing handpan. So we'll see you then, and enjoy your day, guys.